of a fifth grader? Or what's an IQ of 30?
He's probably going to be on a second grade level.
Second grade. And he was accused with surgically, with precision, taking organs. And you have proof to the contrary that he did not only did he not do this, but a couple of doctors did it who are still around.
They're still
and
here.
Practicing medicine.
Still here in Alabama. Still here.
Only in Alabama. Our numbers are 860-1440. Our guest is Mr. Willie Speight, who is a filmmaker. We'll play that clip for you again in a few minutes here. But this is interesting. There's a movie coming out. I mean, talk radio is one thing, but this man is going to put this story on the screen. And you know, in America, we got about 15-minute attention span. And hopefully the movie's a little longer than 15 minutes, though. This is going to be compelling. Let's talk to our numbers are 860-1440. You want to give us a call? I'd love to talk to you. Film producer. And I want to thank Michelle for bringing. I had never heard of this. She brought Mr. Speight in. He drove all the way over from Atlanta.
Yes, sir.
Today, and I appreciate you. I mean, normally I don't get people to drive that far. It's hard for me to get people driving the other side of town sometimes.
Well, these people always turn their head. This is Alabama.
Yes, sir.
This is Alabama,
yes,
not
sir.
Georgia, not Mississippi, not Tennessee or Kentucky. All of them basically, but this is Alabama.
Yes, sir.
It's going on every day.
Yes, sir.
And then we know what's so bad about it, my brother.
Yes, sir.
You got Negroes here now. They began to do the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Dr. King, Mars, so we can have the right to try to do what is right and fair. They just as bad as those doctors that did what they did. Now, you say you have proof that the doctor did it?
Yes, sir, I do.
And nobody want to touch it?
They're scared to come forward, sir. That's why I was blessed to be able to do a motion picture movie. They're scared to come forward. And it goes to the saying that no matter what, you can't fool God. And I gave Mr. Holloway my word that I would not let this man down. It hurts my heart, man. We're almost a week away, less than a week away now for Christmas, man. This man been locked up for 22 years. We're not talking about 22 minutes. We're not talking about 22 hours. We're not talking about 22 days. We're talking about 22 years, man. And the thing about it, I have a daughter who's at the age of 12. These doctors, they're still practicing, man. They still doctors here. They can do the same thing to someone in your family. Again, it's not about black or white. It's about what's doing what's right.
Okay. Now, have you received any correspondence whatsoever from the Attorney General's office at all?
No, sir. I actually, one of the things that caught my attention was the handwritten signature. There was a huge discrepancy between Mr. Holloway's signature on the confession form and also
Really?
the Miranda rights form. Clearly, Mr. Holloway did not sign those forms. You can clearly see that those forms were signed by someone else.
And do you have a copy of those?
Yes, sir, I do.
So we can post those on the web.
Yes, sir.
And let folks see. I mean, to me, that's enough right there to start an investigation.
Yes, sir.
It is a shame and disgrace. But right now, there are a lot of things we can't do anything about that happened years ago. But this guy is still in prison today.
Absolutely.
And that's the one.
Yes, sir.
That we're going to see if we can have. And we need you guys to get on the phone, call the Attorney General's office.
Yes, sir.
Okay, as soon as I figure out what his number is. And we're going to find out. We want some answers to this. We want some answers. Talking on the radio is fine. Fine. It's a way to start it. But if you hang up the phone here and you don't call there, then it's a total waste of time. These folks need to know that we are tired of the injustices that go on around here when our young men and women are overseas helping everybody else. Somebody need to come from overseas and help us, it looks like. And it is about a young man. I don't know how young he is now.
He's 43.
43, yeah, younger than I am. Up in Speight prison, which is in Elmore County. Still there today. He is there because he was, from what I understand, he was somewhat framed with an IQ of 30. They have said that he surgically and precisely, with precision, removed body organs from a 16-year-old girl back then, and those parts were given to somebody else. They manipulated this child at that particular time. They did all and until this day, he doesn't really understand that he actually in prison. He ain't going nowhere. I mean, I don't think he really knows it. But the girl who's in question, her name, what was her name?
Patricia Ann Hanner. She died at the age of 16.
And we know, at least you tell us, you know who did it.
I know the doctors right here.
And they live in Alabama still.
Yes, sir.
They harvested her organs.
Yes, sir.
This guy's in prison for it with an IQ so low that he probably can't even cut a watermelon good. But yet and still, they are going to try to convince you and I, people of reasonable intelligence, that this man at that time, an IQ of 30,
yes, sir,
precisely with precision removed organs from somebody's body, and those organs were used.
Yes, sir.
Now, do we have any proof that those particular organs have been used?
Yes, sir, we do. Actually, those organs, these doctors flew in a private jet to Alabama, and they flew those organs to